What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the M Brothers podcast. We are your hosts. I am Christian, and as always,
Danny.
so how you been, brother?
Good.
Haven't seen you all week as usual.
Yeah.
Our work schedule.
This is episode 19.
Oh shit!
We're one away from where most people quit. Excuse me.
I thought we were done after this. No, fuck them.
Like, are we not only going up to this?
Like I thought we were just gonna be done and then make a whole nother podcast.
But yeah, it's been this has been the longest that we've gone since without recording, really. Since
Well,
technically I was away for 3 weeks.
besides the whole 3 weeks, but well, we couldn't record last week, but
I mean, we could have recorded last week.
we could have, but we saw that it was just like a fuck. The day's already done, and it was one of those like, oh, fuck it, we'll just do it next week,
Yeah,
which is what we're doing today.
pretty much.
But,
So yeah. But
damn, 19,
episode 19.
it's fun.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
I really do. Well, we'll say something again at episode 15. We'll try to make it a little
50,
bit bigger.
you mean?
50? Sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
50.
But
I
yeah,
don't know
so,
my ABCs.
so the last 2 weeks, let's get into just a little recap. Because honestly, dude, I don't remember what the fuck happened last week.
I just worked so fucking much last week. I'm like, I think I worked, let's say altogether, almost 7 days. Just not the week that we're in right now,
Yeah.
but last week.
Oh, that's pretty much everything.
Yeah. So every day. And then, so I worked Monday to Saturday, but then in one of those days, I stood for an extra like 5 hours. So,
Did you work the morning and the night one of those days?
So I went to work Monday morning from 5 to 1. And then I went back again at midnight for my
Right.
shift. And then that same day, from me going in at midnight, I didn't get off till 1 o'clock again the next day.
Damn.
So I was there for 13, 14 hours or whatever.
Yeah. Plus the
And then
8.
And then I still, yeah, plus the 8. So that was 2 days in, but technically I was only working. That was my first day of working.
Right.
So I still had a whole 4 days fucking to work still. So I was just burnt out. Cold fucking sucked as usual.
Yeah.
It getting nice, it getting cold, it getting nice, it getting cold. This shit sucks.
Yeah.
Fucking hate it.
So honestly, I couldn't tell you shit about last week because I don't remember anything that happened last week. The only thing gym was good, food was good. Hit 189 this morning, which was my lowest weight of the cut. Whatever. Excuse me. And yeah, the only thing that I can think of last week was I went to Julie's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
We took Bellamy to Chuck E. Cheese. And then I got kind of sick. I think it was all the being around all the little kids.
Mm-hmm.
You can still kind of hear I still got the little sniffles.
I think I'm just sick because of this weather change.
Probably that too, because you're going. Well, you're going from
Cold and then it
to
gets hot during the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all
Fucking
this
bullshit.
weird up and down bullshit. But
But yeah, you could get sick. Going to Chuck E. Cheese right there. You can
you get sick right
get
there.
a whole STD.
Shit.
So,
But yeah,
damn.
It's
Oh, I'm like, did I work out at all last week? I didn't work out majority of last week
oh right.
I got
yeah,
a tattoo.
Right. Talk to us about that because we did promise the people.
Oh yeah, so
That's what
I went to the tattoo convention. It was cool. It was nice. People fucking getting tattooed everywhere as usual. Man, some of the tattoos that I saw, holy shit, they were like huge. Like
People were getting done.
Yeah, people were getting done.
Okay.
I seen one guy getting a full back colored tattoo. The guy he was getting tattooed by made it look like say if you took a picture of the video game.
Okay.
And then they were like, I want it like this. They were like, say less. They just copied and paste, and that's what he was doing on his back. I was like, what the fuck? It just looked painful.
Okay.
And
Was it good though?
Yeah,
Like,
it would look it looked exactly like the picture. Like color and everything.
Yeah.
Like if all the animation, all the cartoon like from the fire and shit like that, fucking spot on. I was like, That's fucking dope. That was one of the ones that I was like, man, that's pretty fucking good. But some of the things were just like, man, your prices are too fucking much. Like I was like just imagine grabbing a butter knife, maybe a little smaller.
Yeah.
But it was a ballistic knife and a skull coming out of the knife part. And I was like, oh, dude, that looks pretty cool. Like maybe I was gonna get it on my arm. And he was like, yeah, we'll just go a little bit bigger. If like just to get the detail out. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, well, how much would that be starting if we do that a little bit bigger or whatever? He's like, oh, just starting about $600-$700. I'm like, damn. I'm like, if it was like nicely detailed,
Right.
then I would have been like, yeah, no problem. It's just a fucking skull and a knife.
Just 2D, just the outline and stuff like
Just
that.
a skull and a knife, my
Yeah.
guy. That's it. I'm not paying $700 for that bullshit. Like if I'm paying $700, it'd be something I want,
Right.
not something that you either got from the internet or drew. Weapon,
Felt vibrate or something.
probably, man. Yeah.
Oh, I'm like,
And I'm like, fuck that. Saw that one. What else? I saw, so I don't know. Diana was just like, why are you like that? But then she kind of understood when I explained it.
okay.
So I went to somebody's booth. He was not tattooing. He was standing right in front of the booth, kind of looking around, seeing if anybody. And I started looking at his drawings, whatever.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm like, oh, that one's pretty nice too. I'm like, man, I wouldn't mind getting down. I was saying it out loud to her.
All
And
right.
he's standing there, not saying a word to me, still looking around. He looked what I looked at, and then just went back to looking around. I'm like, bet.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm like,
kinda-
bet, cool. I started walking. She's like, I thought you liked that. I'm like, see that motherfucker didn't say anything. I was out loud saying that it looks cool.
Right.
I might want to get it. But no, he was just like, I'm going to keep on looking around.
No customer service.
No,
skills,
yeah.
No.
Like you're at a tattoo convention trying to get your work out there. When you want to say something, maybe
Right.
interact with somebody.
Yeah, because usually every time we go, because we try to go every year.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get to their table, someone's always going up to
Oh,
you.
hey, how you doing?
Yeah, how's
Like,
it going? Like, what do you like?
Right.
Like, oh, these are mine. This
None
is
of
my
that.
book right
Yeah.
here.
None of that. He just kept on looking around. I'm like, and I was willing to get two out of all the things he
Yeah.
had. I saw two things out rare for a table that I saw him draw.
Right.
And I was like, man, it looks pretty fucking dope. I'll get it on me. Not an interaction with me. I'm
Nothing
like,
at
all right, cool. Let's keep on walking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, like fucking show some enthusiasm.
Right.
So went through the whole thing. I was disappointed, honestly. Like
Yeah.
we went to go get we went to that lunchroom area.
Oh, yeah.
So we just grabbed a water and a pop just to sit down. And I was just disappointed not getting the tattoo. I'm like, man, all right, whatever. Let's go walk around a little bit more and then we'll leave.
Yeah.
We walk around 10 minutes. And I see the one that I got now. It's just the Luke's. Oh, I didn't even show
Oh,
you.
right. I haven't seen it yet.
So it's
Okay. Small.
Yeah. It's the helmet that Luke Skywalker was wearing and the original Star Wars movies.
Okay.
So Star Wars, I'm like, that's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah. Send me a picture so I can put on screen.
I will. And I looked at it. I was like, oh shit. And then the prices were right next to it
Oh,
too.
you had it listed on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little pen written price. I'm like, oh, it's cool. I looked up. He's like, hey, if you want, I'm just disinfecting everything right now. I'll we'll start tattooing you in about 10 minutes. I'm like, 150? He's like, yeah. Let's do it. Just like that. He's like, where you want to get it? Like on my arm. All right, cool. I was like, and I looked at Diana. I'm like, see, he was actually like, hey, I just got to disinfect this.
Right.
We'll get it right. We'll get it on you right then and there. I'm like, bet, let's do this. That's it. Took that
Yeah.
easy. If you were just interact with me, that's it.
You didn't have that same issue we had, was it last year or 2 years ago?
I fainted. No, fuck.
No, not that. I wasn't even talking about
Oh,
that.
I say-
You just baited yourself out.
What
we
you-
can talk about that right now, too. So Christian passed up.
I did. No, I didn't pass
He
out.
passed
Fuck
out.
you.
He got a little lightheaded.
I got really like.
Yeah.
I almost died. No, it's because
I had dip. That one ran and got you a fucking monster.
Yeah.
They gave you some brownie thing. I don't know. What the
Yeah,
fuck they gave
it
you.
was, what was it? It was because I thought I wasn't gonna get a tattoo, and so I was like, man, fuck this. I had a beer, had a pretzel with a whole bunch of salt on
Yeah.
it, cheese. So I like really thinned out my blood quick, and then from there to let's go get a tattoo.
Right.
That just did it all. And I don't think I ate nothing that day either. Oh no, we did
I think you had like a burger or some shit
Yeah.
or barbecue or
Something like that,
something
yeah.
like that. I forgot.
So I was just, I don't know. I just guess I thinned it out real quick or whatever.
But I was talking about the fucking your bank being on bullshit when they didn't want to let
No,
the payment.
this
go through
is
and
why I
stuff
took
like
cash
that.
this time.
Oh, you took cash
Yeah.
this time? Okay.
I was like, man, fuck that. I had money that I just put away for the convention,
Yeah.
and then I was like, well, let me go take out an extra like $200-300. So I was walking around with like $6 in my pocket, but I was just like,
just in case.
yeah,
Kinda.
I was just, I don't know, I didn't realize I had that much money, and I was like, oh shit, okay, I have 6. All right, cool, whatever. Like I'm not planning to get a $600
right.
tattoo. Like the most I'll spend is $4. But these motherfuckers were, like there was a couple of people who were like, oh yeah, 6 or 500-600. I'm like, all right, cool, all right, and let me just keep on walking.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to spend that much money
Yeah. Fuck that.
for something that they drew, or they just like, oh, this looks cool, printed it out and then
Right.
put it in. Like, oh yeah, I could do this tattoo, no problem, kind of thing.
Especially something that you have no say in or anything
Yeah.
like that. Like it's just a design that you
Yeah.
saw.
Like I'll spend that with Bam, our
Right.
tattoo guy, no problem, cool, because it's something I wanted and I agreed to it.
Right.
But going to a
You're-
tattoo
yeah.
convention, I'm not going to spend $600. It's $500-600 for something that, like I said, they potentially drew, or
They just got off somewhere and just put
honestly,
in a book.
what were we starting to see a rhythm of the same, like Mickey Mouse flicking you off, Dragon Ball Z characters, obviously like the letters and like just you
The
start to
script and
see,
all that.
yeah, you started
see-
seeing like where it looks like they went to Google, put in small tattoos, small easy tattoos, printed out a whole sheet, and said, "Bam, I could do any of those." Just like that.
Yeah, there's always like a pattern with a lot of these places where
Yeah.
a lot of them have more or less the same thing. Like was it last year? Did we go last year? Yeah, right.
That's when Diana got her Stitch tattoo.
Right. How many Stitch tattoos did we see? Just
They-
back
well,
to back.
yeah, they
kind
were
of,
all
and
the
stuff.
same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and none of them had any like originality
Yeah.
towards them, except for the one that she got now, because that lady worked with colors
Yeah.
differently, and
Something that doesn't even come from the movie,
yeah,
because in the movie, the duck that she has on Stitch's between his legs or on his head or whatever. So in the movie, he's just reading the book about how the duck gets lost by itself.
right,
like,
the ugly duck.
yeah, the ugly duck, and how it cries and shit like that. And what this girl did, she was like, well, let me put the duck, and he's reading the book, and then
Yeah,
I
she did a
think-
little
yeah.
something to it.
she put it. Yeah, she put her own little twist in it.
Yeah,
which
it
was
wasn't
cool.
just like a copy paste.
Yeah.
Stitch off of Google or whatever.
Right. And that's why I was like, that's what I wanted. That's why when I go to the tattoo convention, I'm like, I want something that they did,
Yeah,
because it's like I could say like, yeah, I got this one at tattoo convention. I got this one there. It's like with this Luke Skywalker one. I seen a couple like that, but they all look like stickers. What he did different was he drew it to where the head is turned a little bit and you kind of see more of the helmet.
okay.
So that's why I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm like, did you draw this? He was like, yeah. And he told me too. He was like, but if you look it up, like you'll see a couple the
Similar,
same way,
kind of.
but they look like stickers. And he's like, I kind of wanted to get away from that.
Yeah,
And that's why I kind of turned the head and put the helmet, more emphasis on the helmet, basically.
Yeah. Put your own little spin on
Yeah.
it. Obviously, because like everything, you're never gonna find anything really original.
Yeah.
But as long as you put your own little twist into it,
Then it's your piece at that
yeah,
point. Like the first tattoo that I got at the convention, the one where I almost fainted. Like
Right.
I could say that the guy who I got it tattooed from was the son of
one of the guys on Ink Master.
a winner of Ink Master.
Was he a winner?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he was like winner of like season 5 or something like that. He was on the first 2 or first season or first and second season.
Okay.
And then he came back and won like the 5th one or something like that, which is cool. I'm like, okay, cool. And then his son is doing it, and like I got tattooed by his son, and he was there too. Was able to shake his hand, say what's up. It was cool. So I'm like, these are like those are the stories I try to go for.
There's a nice little story behind it.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good. How long did that one take?
45 minutes.
Oh damn.
Quick.
It does look like it would be a really fast tattoo.
Yeah, it was fast. Like I said, it was like, but like I said, I like the whole. He put his little spin into it.
Yeah.
Like how he emphasized the mask and all that, and then it's just another skull added to this arm.
Yeah, that's just small.
Yeah.
Nice little.
So
quick thing.
now I think what I'm gonna have Bam do is this middle piece right here, is do a knife or a Spartan knife.
Okay.
Right down the middle, and ask him to see if he could add like either add a skull or add the Spartan helmet on top of the knife, on top of the sword, better yet. And then that will kind of connect this whole piece right here.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to just have open spots.
Yeah.
So.
How was the pain level on that?
Not bad.
Nothing?
No. I was on my phone the whole time. How he tattooed. He was a long line person. So he would start at, like, say if it was a smile, he would start from one end and he would go all the way to the other.
So he wouldn't like do pieces.
No, he would just. I'm like, ooh, this motherfucker, this shit hurts a little bit.
Hey,
but other than that, it was cool.
It was quick too, I guess.
Yeah. So after we got that, I was just like, all right, let's go. It was like 9 o'clock already.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
You guys were there.
We got there 2:30ish, 3 o'clock.
Okay.
We weren't there super long, but we were there long.
Yeah.
And we remember how we would park on the other side of the McCormick or wherever that place is called. Since she's pregnant, I was like, fuck, let me go valet.
Oh, you valeted this time?
Dude, it was literally like valet right in front of right at the tattoo where you could scan and that's it.
Damn.
I was like, man, I'm doing this shit more. I make enough money for this shit.
How much was the valet?
$30.
Ah, come on.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, man, we're doing this shit every time. I'm like, next year we're gonna do that shit. So it'll be cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was fun. It was fun.
How has the eating been?
Eating
like
is it was been all right. What was it? What do we eat? It's been home cooked food, but not like clean home cooked food, I guess you could say. It's not one of those where I'm like, let me measure it and kind of shit like that.
Yeah.
Like what was it? Like yesterday, what we had for dinner was I just did beans or smashed beans, steak, and you grab the tostada, put the beans, put the steak, lettuce.
You just made it tostada.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that was things like that. Because it's just like with the whole glucose thing that we've been doing.
Oh, right, for her.
She had her appointment Thursday, and then we did the first glucose thing. What was it? Last Wednesday. So it's just like appointment after appointment after appointment. I was just like, I'm not saying the baby's getting in the way, but the baby's getting in the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna say right now.
You don't want to do it.
I'm not competing.
Okay.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this one.
Yeah.
I'm not doing May.
I'm down to
I'm still gonna diet. I'm still gonna do the diet and everything.
I'm down to do the championship is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I'm still doing the championship
because
100%.
We have it. It's not free, but it's a discount.
Yeah, it's a discount.
It gives us the reason to go back over there. And it gives us more time.
Yeah. I'm just not in a state right now where I
don't think me either.
I'm just not there, you know? And I have to be honest with myself.
Uh-huh.
And
why? I know why. I'm not 100% in it.
Honestly, I feel like coming back from vacation, you know, I tried to do it too quickly, I think. You know, I didn't give myself enough time to really see what my body needed in order to start losing weight. I tried to just jump straight into
dieting.
and stuff like that. And I think it's been affecting me even more, because then I'll have those days where I'll eat more than I'm supposed to or whatever because I'm trying too hard to stick to something.
Yeah.
So I feel like I really need to just figure out what the
Remember, I told you too.
fuck.
When you came back from vacation and you were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go back to diet." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Why don't you just try to get back into the gym first? You haven't been there for 3 weeks." You're like, "No, I'll go back to it." I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And I don't know. Maybe it was like, maybe I didn't think of it without even. Maybe I knew about it without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
To where it's just like you're gonna go back into it.
You can't go 0 to 100, bro.
Right.
You know?
Like you
Right
can. There's people that can.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you can't do it, but when it comes to dieting, that's a whole like different mental kind of thing.
Yeah. Going from eating whatever the fuck I wanted over
Not
there,
going to the
not
gym,
going to the gym,
just walking and shit like
yeah.
that. Going back to like I need to go to the gym every day, sometimes twice a day, eat clean. It's just like that's why I was saying, like you have all this extra storage right now of food. Work out with it, and then not eat whatever the fuck you want.
Right.
But
so,
like
I
let me
think
cook.
Yeah.
Because of lunch and shit like that.
Excuse me. So the last couple of weeks I've been last 2 weeks I've been doing carnivore.
Uh-huh.
Controversial. Don't come at me. I just want to try it out.
Fuck 'em.
See what it is.
Dang.
Whatever. And honestly, I felt pretty good doing it. My energy was kind of just flat.
Uh-huh.
Like I didn't hit those weird points where like I would get really tired and then I would have a lot of energy. You know, it was just kind of straight. Workouts were still really good. I didn't really feel any effect on my workouts.
Are you taking pre-workout or no?
I haven't been.
Like energy drink?
I would usually have like a cup of coffee, with protein shake as the creamer.
Yeah.
Some people on carnivore don't allow that, but fuck them. It's my carnivore.
Yeah.
And then occasionally I would have an energy drink or something like that. But for the last 2 weeks, I've probably had like 2, maybe.
Mm.
I did cheat today.
Oh, yeah.
I did cheat today. Had a cookie. It's a good cookie. It's a crumble cookie.
That's good.
Wanted a cookie. Got a cookie. So what I'm going to try to do is for the next 30 days, stick to straight carnivore. Try to not break that for 30 days and see how I feel, see how I respond to it. Because once I did eat any type of carbs or anything else, obviously because I had gone like a week or a week and a half without eating anything, I felt nasty. Felt bloated, and then it got that kind of that crash where I have like sugar and now I'm just like, oh, now I'm sleepy and stuff like that.
Now I'm done, yeah.
So I'm going to try it for 30 days to see. And if I like it, I'm going to continue to do it. It's really easy because, like, it's just meat, eggs, fucking butter or whatever.
Yeah.
And it keeps me full pretty much the entire day.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try it out.
So did you literally eliminate the whole, fuck, I got to eat the snack. I got to eat this. I got to eat my snack, the protein shake, and then now I got to eat the meal and then the snack after the meal.
Eliminated everything. You know, for the last... my breakfast would usually be like before work, like around 8:30 in the morning. I'd have like a 6 to 8 ounce steak, like sirloin or something, with like 4 or 5 eggs, 2 tablespoons of butter or whatever like that, and that would pretty much get me through to like 3 or 4 p.m. And then I'd have like another 3 or 4 eggs with like 6 ounces of ground beef.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the gym, I'd have like another 2 eggs with a little bit more ground beef. And that would be like everything that I would eat in the entire day. Sometimes if I was really...
Is cooking so much easier?
It makes it a lot easier, honestly. Because all I have to do is cook one thing.
Yeah.
And then the steaks, I'll make them as I go, pretty much. What I would have occasionally was pork skins, pork rinds or whatever.
Yeah.
If I wanted a little bit more volume or anything else, and they're good as fuck. Who doesn't like chicharrones, you know?
Some people don't.
And the first couple of, like the first week, I dropped like 4 pounds and stuff. Because I was like 192, 193 or something like that. Got all the way down to like 189. Then I went back up a little bit and then went back down. So it's kind of been fluctuating and stuff like that. So I'm going to try it out for 30 days and just see how it goes. You know?
Fuck it.
Whatever. I got enough time now to experiment with shit.
I think that, like, literally, like I said, man, I don't know. I'm not saying that that we're weak for not doing it, but
we have to be honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
Though, you know, there's a lot.
A
lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. There's you with
the pregnancy is like,
and everything like that.
It's really it's not, I'm not saying it's taking a toll on me, but
I mean,
when I have other
they have to be your priority.
Yeah,
right now,
yeah.
you know?
Like I'm not like, okay, I need a diet. I need to get to the gym. I need to do this. Like, no, my priority is like, I need to get to work. I need to make money for when my child comes.
Right.
Like, I need to think about the baby shower that's coming up. I'm like, I need to think of other things. I can't just think of myself right now. I have to think of her and my child that's coming.
Right.
And
you
it's
can't
like,
focus on trying to cook and then get food for her.
Right now, I have to make her meal. Like, no, it's like, let me make
you're
something that we could just eat together, and that's it.
So there's a lot of stuff, you know, and it's just life, you know.
And like I said, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, that should be an excuse for everyone, but there was a
because we're still in the gym.
Yeah,
we're still making sure that we're eating as healthy as we can. We're just not dialed into that level where we can put ourselves on stage,
right?
And that's okay, you know.
Well, I saw I was hearing another podcast. It was on Instagram, going through the reels and shit like that, and excuse me, there was some workout, whatever, influencer, whatever. He was not an influencer. He was huge. He knows what he's talking about. One of those people.
Yeah. And
he said that somebody else that was an actual influencer or trainer and shit like that. He said he said, let's say 2020, whatever. He said we all have the same 24 hours. Do what you want with them. And then he's like super fit and super all lean and cut and shit like that. He had his first child, and then he made another, like, he had his first child, and then he made another post. He's like, I like retract everything I said about people with children that
having the same
24 hours, because you do not have the same 24 hours. Because when, like, it's like, I don't know if it's just me, but when you start thinking about it, when you start having to put your priorities, that you kind of go in the back, and you got to put them ahead, because not because like, like they're making it selfish for you. It's like, no, it's like your mindset turns into like, no, like I have to be good to make sure they're good.
Yeah. And you know, while we're out here, let's give a round of applause to all the parents out there that make everything work. Let's make a round of applause. Let's hope this is the right one. Yeah, that's the right one. There we go.
So that's why I'm like, I even told her, like, I could, like, it's 8 weeks away. I could see what I could do, but I'm just like,
even in 8 weeks, it's not going to be enough. We're not going to be stage ready,
right? Even
for the transformation, I'd rather use that time to see where I can get. Just for the summer,
eating decent, eating pretty, not clean, but eating decent to where I'm still losing weight because I'm going to the gym, and then I could be healthy when I want to start losing more of the weight.
Right. Because I don't have big plans for the summer, but I have a couple little things lined up that I'm going to do, and I'd like to look good for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to be fucking stage lean for them or whatever, but I'd like to feel comfortable.
I just got a child coming.
and it's nothing big. Like I'm gonna go to Texas to visit Christian and stuff like that.
Nice.
Probably take like one trip with like Heka or my sister or something. You know, small little things.
Yeah. Things where it's just a weekend and that's it, basically.
You know?
Yeah.
But I like to feel good and be good while I'm over there. And then get ready for November to really kill it during that show.
I was actually going to ask you, we should get back into UFC training.
We should.
Like, that's like a big cardio thing right there. And that's something that we don't have to force to lose
any weight.
Like that because we'll be losing we'll be sweating like motherfuckers.
Yeah. We can look into it. We can talk more about it.
Yeah, we can talk more about it. And if we get it going, maybe we'll plug it for them.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't think we're in a position right now to be going.
That's why when we had that conversation at the gym where I'm like, I like lifting heavy. And then like I started thinking about it more after the workout was done.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, we have to talk to Andy, but like nothing against Andy. It's just like, for me, like I said, me, if you want to continue to do it, but you already said you're just not feeling it.
Yeah.
You don't think you'll be stage ready. Hey, that's on you. I don't see it as like, oh, you're quitting or whatever. If you don't feel that you're stage ready, you're not stage ready. I know I'm not. So it's like, whatever. But as long as we could at least try our best in November.
Yeah. And it also feels almost kind of like disrespectful to the sport to go up there knowing that we didn't give it our all.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, okay, we're going to go up there again, somewhat fat?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do that.
You know? Because there's people out there really putting in the work right now.
Mm-hmm.
And their transformation may be looking like us, but they may have started so much farther ahead. And they're really putting in the time and the effort and everything like that. And I just don't feel like I have been putting in that.
Yeah.
To even, deserve a position on that stage right now. And I want to work to be that person that deserves to be on that stage.
Yeah. If they have one next year in Chicago again, I'll be willing to do it.
Yeah.
Because at this point, my child will be already grown a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about my wife if pains are hurting her or things like that. Yeah. It kind of fucks with your head a little bit. So that's why I'm just like, man, it's like I said, I started thinking about it. I'm just like, nothing against Andy, but I'm like, I'm gonna have to tell him like, bro, this like until my child is born, and then even a little after, it's like my priority is not the gym. My priority is not dieting like crazy.
Right.
It's literally like her and her.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and like I said, I will try to go to the gym. I want to go to the gym because I don't want to be that dad with the dad bod.
Yeah.
And I would try to eat clean because even when she gives birth, she even says she wants to get into the gym. She wants to lean back down. She wants to lose it all. And I'm like, cool. Like I'll help you. We'll try to go together. It's like we'll try to. I will not go together. I'll try to go first, and then you go right after.
Schedule it around so you guys can be good and stuff like that.
So I'm just like, or it's one of those where I have to get her a fucking membership at Export because they have the child thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, maybe she just goes over there. They watch the child. She knowingly could walk over there, and be like, okay, my child's there. Child's good. And yeah, but it's like I said, it's like right now, the gym and dieting is not priority.
Yeah, and that's understandable, But come November, we're gonna be ready.
Yeah,
we're gonna be ready for November. Yeah, like I was looking back at some of the videos, and we have. At least I noticed a little bit of change and stuff like that.
In what?
In our appearance a little bit, Well, my face was fat in some of those.
Really? In the November competition?
No. I'm talking about in some of our old episodes.
Oh. See, so does it... Can you kind of see a difference?
I can kind of see it a little bit in the faces. Well, obviously the faces always see, except for those episodes where we're at the gym. Jeez.
That's why I hated doing it.
Oh my God. But, yeah. So, anyways, enough about that. I kind of want to get into like a little topic that
Go ahead.
I was
Go ahead.
on. Recently I was rewatching the Back to the Future movies. Great movies, by the way.
Great.
Great movies. Fucking. Go ahead.
From 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, go ahead.
What you saw all 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
What's the one that you like the most?
Man.
So I think mine is the original.
I think the first one is my favorite.
Yeah. First one, and then it goes to
I honestly think I like the third one better than the second one.
the third one being the Wild Wild West one,
Yeah,
right?
the Western one.
Yeah.
But I think that's because I'm in my Yellowstone bag right now. I'm in my Western era right now.
Yeah.
So I watched them all
Yeah.
over the span of like 3 days. And I'm like, man, these are some good ass movies. I just like I forgot how fucking good these movies
Yeah.
are, and they still hold up even till this day, pretty much.
Great movies, right?
So I was watching the movies, and you remember the movies, all of them, right? Pretty
yep.
much. All right. So you remember in Back to the Future 2,
Uh-huh.
when Marty gets
That's when he goes to the future with the girl, right?
yeah,
Okay.
Marty gets the book that tells him all the bets and stuff like that, right?
Right.
But then Biff takes it back to the 1955, gives it to a younger Biff. He comes back, and the future's all fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? If you could go back in time and do something, like, would you go back?
Uh-huh.
And also, how would you go back without affecting anything in your life now? Because you could go back, like, let's say that we go back to, like, our senior year
Uh-huh.
when Bitcoin is, like, $20 or something like that, right?
Don't tell me that.
Huh?
I remember. I don't know if we had this conversation.
Go ahead.
I told you that. I'm like, man, I really want to buy like 3 Bitcoins just so I could say I bought Bitcoin.
Did
And
you?
I'm like,
I don't remember this.
Yeah,
conversation.
I remember telling people. I don't know if it was you or like I was in the hallway of high school.
Okay.
I'm like, man, I'm just gonna buy like 3 Bitcoins just to fucking buy it. Who cares? What the fuck? They cost like $10, whatever.
Could have been millionaires, right?
Could have
But like, if we were to do that, right?
been.
First of all, would you do it? And second of all, how do you do that without ruining the life that you have now?
Mhm.
Because senior year, if you invested into that, that could have swayed your life a different way. You probably would have never met Diana. You probably wouldn't have the life you have now.
Right.
This podcast would never exist probably. We probably wouldn't have, like everything would probably be different.
Honestly, now thinking about it, if I would have gone back to tell myself, hey, buy Bitcoin, I maybe would have continued the same life, but instead of me asking my dad to pay for the college that I went to,
Yeah.
I would have paid it. I would have went with a nice car, new car, whatever, which is the sports car. I would have still knew she who not be named.
Right.
And then when I would take that nice sports car to where Diana used to live for Christmas, it would be one of those like she would still have gotten interest in the car.
Okay.
So that kind of would have started the talk between me and her.
Now, I just looked it up. So the first Bitcoin blew up in 2013. The price went from around 200 in January to 1,200 in November.
Mhm.
So let's say we went back to around 2012. Around 2012, it was around fucking $12 or $13.
Yeah. 2012, we were juniors or
We were
seniors?
sophomores because we graduated 2014. So it would have only taken about a year and a half for your thing to pretty much go from, let's see, it went to 1,200 by $12. It went up 100 times. So if you bought 1,000 Bitcoin, it don't want to be like $100,000, but still $100,000 to us back then was a lot of money.
It's like 500 now, I think.
Something.
Inflation
or shit like
yeah.
I think that I would just tell myself to invest in it, not to look at it until this year.
Well,
And
no.
just-
Is it this year? I don't think this year is the highest
I
point.
think right
on it.
now it's highest. I think it's at like 70,000
No
right
way.
now.
Hold on, let me pull up my stocks. So, damn.
Keep-
If it would have been, but see, you would tell yourself don't grab it, but then
Right.
you going through COVID, wouldn't your COVID person be like, you know what? I need the money. I want the money because I hate this fucking being inside or whatever kind
Right.
of shit.
Bitcoin right now is at 70,000. $70,615.
So let's see in the last 5 years.
28 cents.
So 2019,
I think 2019 it was probably like at 60,000.
65.
65.
On November 12th, 2021, 65 was one of the highest points.
Now, see,
Yeah, in the last 5 years,
it's gone up.
the last 5 years, the highest point was 60,000. In 2022, it got low as 19.
Yeah, so it dropped.
Right.
Now, at that point, what is it, like 20?
Because you could go through the thing.
Yeah. So at that point in like 2020, 2021 or whatever, I'd be okay taking it out because our lives were like, we were already good. We were already best friends.
Right.
You were already with Diana. I already went through everything that I had to go through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine taking that out there and changing up the course of our lives from 2021.
Right.
You know? I wouldn't have met certain people, and that would kind of suck because I enjoyed the time I had with those people.
Uh-huh.
But I'm okay with.
But you could have met new people. But
I-
but then that's the thing too. If you don't meet those people, then you don't know the kind of time you would have with those people.
Now, I agree, but in this circumstances, we remember everything exactly how it was now. So like,
Well, how would we remember everything?
so okay,
So we would go back.
So we
and
would
then
go back,
We would come back and
and
be
we
like,
would
okay,
come
we're
back.
rich.
we would have the exact same memories that we have now. You know how like when Marty went back to 1985,
Right.
he didn't know anything about this world. He just showed up. Biff was in charge. Biff married his mom.
Right.
And he's like,
Gave her the titties and
Right.
I'm sorry. You remember that?
he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because he still remembers everything from the past life.
Right.
So us going back in time and then coming back to current time now, if things were different, we would remember everything. Let's say you and Diana, by 2021, you guys are already together.
Right.
But now you're having a little boy. And but you come back and you remember, fuck, man, I was having a little girl.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay.
you know?
Yeah. That's fucking trippy.
shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe it's like little small changes that are there. So like, how would you stop yourself from changing anything? Or would you
Well,
just?
you can't.
Or would you just? Or would you just say fuck it and not go
No,
back?
I'm
at
not
all?
gonna say that. No, if I had the power, I'm sorry.
You're going back,
I'm gonna change because I did some stupid things on the way to where I am now.
right?
So if I could change those stupid things and then add money to where I don't have to worry about it,
I'm
Why
gonna drink
not?
This because I'm thirsty.
Go ahead.
Sponsor us.
The bum energy.
Boom energy. But those things are what made you now, though.
Yes.
Don't you think that if you were to change those circumstances that you went through, that you wouldn't probably be the same you that you are now?
But see, that's the thing. You just said that I would remember everything. So if I change, if I tell myself if I'm gonna change things back in my past, by the time I get to the future and be like, okay, I know what I fucked up. I set my past self to set me up right now, good.
Right.
So I already know it.
Yes, but I agree.
Uh-huh.
But the course of your life would have been different, you know? Like I said, you know, you could come back, things be different.
Right.
Maybe
I know that they're different. So
I
that's
know,
why
but-
why would I not want to change it? Yeah, like the whole thing, if I'm having a girl, I'm having a girl now. Okay, I'm having a boy now.
right.
Yeah, that would suck, things like that. But like I said, if I could financially put myself higher
a
than what
better
I am
position or
now,
whatever?
yeah,
Yeah.
why not? I will remember all the fuck ups that I did.
Yeah, because like in my case, like Like let's say I did that, right?
Mhm.
Now, I don't exactly remember the year that Junior met his wife,
Uh-huh.
you know. But now he's got two wonderful kids, you know. If I would have had money during that year of like 2020 or 2021, I think they had already met already probably. I think they did, but I would have gotten us all out of where we are.
Right.
So maybe they're not even born anymore. And I don't know that I could live with that,
Uh-huh.
be remembering that they exist and coming back into this world to be like, yes, I got us all out of our situation. We're all good. We're all financially good and everything like that. You guys, because obviously I'm going to take you guys along with me.
What if it was a reverse for them then?
What do you mean?
Instead of the boy, it's the girl first, and then the second one is the boy.
I mean, if they're both still born, then I would be okay with it.
But
you
see,
know?
you don't know that though.
But I don't know that. That's what I'm saying, because like it all depends
But
on
they'll,
like when,
they'll still be born.
maybe.
But it no, well, they're still together though.
Well, by that time they are still together.
Yeah.
They're together.
If they're already together, then you would automatically, for me, I would automatically assume they're both going to eventually be born. It may not be in the next however many years it took them to do it, but it's going to happen. Right?
I mean, it could, but I don't know, because we don't know what happens during that time. Like if I get us all out, right?
Right.
Who knows if they stay together?
Nah. You got them out. That's it. You're
know?
staying together.
like during that, you know,
I understand
you
what
know
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying?
Yeah,
Because now it's
you don't
not
want to. You don't want to take away the situation where they're already in, because if you take that away to where you get them out, you don't know that if your nephew is going to be born,
right. You know,
and you're like, man, you don't want to deal with that
yeah.
because you already know him, you already love him. You'll just be loving a thought
A
in
memory
everyone
or
else's.
whatever that everyone else has forgotten. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
No, nobody's forgotten him.
What do you mean?
Because if you,
Well, I'm the only one that remembers.
you're the only one that remembers, so that's it. So
well,
nobody's
yeah, well,
forgotten.
no one's forgotten because he never
Yeah.
existed in this timeline or whatever.
You're loving something that's never even
Existed here.
existed. Yeah. Future shit. I don't even know if Back to the Future time and shit.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how I would do it or how the fuck it would work without me changing anything. Because how do I tell myself that, like, in this year you're gonna date somebody, it's not gonna work out, you're gonna get through it, it's okay. In this year you're gonna date someone, it's not gonna work out, you're gonna get through it. It's
okay.
It's all part of the plan. Without fucking anything up, so that I make sure that I go through these things that I have to go through, so that nothing is different, you know?
Right.
Because it's that whole question where it's like, if you could go back, would you change anything or whatever? And it's just like, I don't necessarily like where I'm at right now, but I don't know that I would say that I would change anything in particular that would affect the course of my life, you know? So I'm like, how do I go back and put myself in a better position without changing anything? It's just like, I don't know.
Well, see, that's why. If you want to put yourself for the better, you're gonna have to take some of the
stuff
that you got to yourself. So say, like how you said, you don't like where you're at, but you're okay with it, obviously, because you haven't fucking blown your brains out. Damn, oh, shit.
It's a joke.
So you're, like I said, you're good. You're good. You're happy or whatever you think.
Right.
At where you're at now. But you you've gone through so much to make it to where it's like, man, I'm decent here. I'm not suicidal. I'm not fucking obese. I'm not going crazy. And that's because I went through all this shit. If you just go back to the future and be like, hey, you're going to go through all this shit, wouldn't you think like, damn, your future self, your past self is going to be like, fuck, I have to go through this? Do I want to go through this?
I know, because
if you say like, hey, you're going to meet this girl, you're going to break up with her, and it's going to be heartbreaking, but you'll be fine. So what if you meet that girl in the past,
right,
and you're going to be like,
Like,
let
I
me
know it's
get
not going to work
yeah,
out.
Like, let me not get attached to you, or let me not make this as fun, or
Or what?
no,
Or
or just let me just stay away from you at
that.
that point.
Or what if, on the other hand, he's like, let me. Like, I know I do something to fuck this up.
Right.
So let me not. Like, let me kind of do better or whatever.
Right.
In some other way. And then I come back and we never broke up. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Right. So, okay. And then it could go either way too. It could go to where it's like, cool, you're happy. You're for some reason happy, or you're good. You're mentally good and all this shit. Or you're like, the only reason why I'm with her is because I don't want to go through everything else that you already told me I'm going through.
Like, pass me one being a little bitch.
Right. So it's just like, do I stay like this and be a little miserable? Or what if you're in a worse state now that you're with her because you just don't want to go through what me said like fucking 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
It's
a vicious cycle.
Yeah, you know.
It's crazy. It's crazy. The future past talking shit like that. It's mind blowing.
That's why I like the time travel of like Back to the Future, and kind of like how they did it on the Flash and stuff like that. I hate the time travel that they did in Endgame.
Oh yeah, that was not that good.
It was so, I hated it.
There's a theory on what they think time travel. My guy at work was telling me about it. To where, so if they built the time machine in 2000, let's just say,
Right,
just throwing easy numbers. If they built the time machine in 2000, and from that time machine that they built, they only could travel forward. Okay. They can't travel backwards because
before the time machine was
they can't
built
travel anytime before the time machine was built.
Right.
Because there's no before that time machine was built kind of thing.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
And it's just like, it's weird when I hear, I'm like, that makes time travel fucking suck. It's just like,
but I like how it works, like how, because it kind of makes it seem like time is all happening at the same time. Like the present, the past, the future.
Right.
Like everything is all revolving around the same space, kind of. Because like Marty's in 1955 for like a week. Mm-hmm. But yes, the future is continuing still, but it's really not.
Right.
Because he goes back to the exact same point where he was at. He was in 1885 for like a week too. And it's funny because all movies back to back to back technically only happen over the span of like a day.
Oh, shit.
Because
like 2 days, right?
Kind of. I mean, technically, you know, he's in the past for a week and then he's in over here, but like,
because the first one and the second one, they happened
back to back.
Literally back to back.
As soon as he gets back that same day,
Doc is already fucking there. Man, that sucks. So, and it's just like a bad dream to him.
Yeah. It's funny because all the movies are the exact same movie pretty much. Like in the first one, you know, he goes back in time. He saves his dad from getting hit by the car. So he ends up in his mom's room or whatever.
Yeah.
He wakes up. He's like, oh, I had a bad dream that I was in, you know, the future, in the past or whatever. And she's like, oh, you're safe here in 1955. And he's like, 1955? That happens in the first one. That happens in the second one. And that happens in the third one. The exact same. And I always found it funny that his ancestors or relatives are always played by him and his mom.
Yeah.
Like, your families were not married from the beginning of time. Like your mom would not have been married to your great 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 grandfather or whatever. Like her ancestor would not have been married to so and so. And
That's funny.
every
Yeah.
single movie, it's like it made sense in the 19 when he went back in the first one because he's his mom and dad. But then when he went back to 1885, the ancestors that was there was his like great grandfather or something like that.
Yeah. I'm still listening.
And the wife was his mom's character. Like, I'm like, y'all couldn't have put someone else in this position? Because if this is his family, the McFlys, why is she there? You know?
I don't know. I always no. All they did was they just made him look older, right?
Well, he was playing the person, but they just dressed him up in something else. But the wife character of his ancestors was played.
Well, when he was in the Wild Wild West.
Yes, was still played by the character that plays his mom. So it's kind of like if both.
Well, no, yeah, it would be though.
But why?
Because that's his great grandma.
Right, but that's the great grandma isn't the. It's not. They're both bloodlines aren't continuously going. You know, like
why? But if it's from his mom's side, wouldn't it be
like you and Diane are married right now,
right?
Your ancestors weren't together.
Okay,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, okay, I understand. I'm like, what?
Like they're making it seem like as if his ancestors and the mom's ancestors were together from the moment that they arrived here in the United States. Because he was,
okay.
You know,
I'm like, what are you saying?
But I'm not picking at the movie because I love the movies. I feel like I could rewatch those movies like every day, I think. But
I'm like, I don't know why I couldn't think of who he was, the father.
What do you mean?
Marty McFly? Not Marty. What was his name?
George
McFly.
Yeah.
I was trying to think who his father was, and I'm like,
oh, who the actor was?
Yeah. And I'm like, I've seen him in different movies. But I'm just like, what movies was he in also?
Did you find it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I recognize him from was Charlie's Angels.
Oh, yeah.
He was the guy who
the villain, right? I think.
Well, one of the villains.
Yeah.
He was the one who would rip their hair on.
You know he was only in the first one?
No. In
the Back to the Futures?
Really?
Yeah. There was a podcast that he did. I think it was on the Inside of You podcast that I would mention before on the other one. So he was in the first one. The way he found out that he wasn't in the second one was when he went to the movies and saw that they just had a body double there playing all the parts from his role pretty much. Because he was just like, oh, maybe my character's probably just not in the second one. So let me go watch the movie because, you know, I'm going to go support. And then his character's in there because they go back in time and everything. And it's just a body double. It's just somebody else playing that role again in the past.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize that.
And then at the end of the third one, when he finally makes it back home, the person that's in the old person makeup is somebody else. It's not him.
Damn,
Pretty
why do they
fucked up.
not like him?
I don't know. I thought he was good. Now, granted, they're not in the movie that much, but you bring back everyone else.
You bring back the mom for almost everything.
Yeah, why not bring back him?
Bring back Biff for fucking a whole.
fucking
I'm sorry. He basically part 2 was he was the villain of the movie.
Yeah,
basically, and in part 3 it was just him being in the Wild West.
And he was still the bad guy pretty much. It would have made more sense for the
to see. That's the thing. Wait, what you? I forgot who was the villain. I haven't seen 3 in such a long time.
Yeah.
But was he the villain?
Biff.
Yeah, so see.
So they're all pretty much the exact same.
Everyone's the
they're
exact
all the
same.
exact same movie, pretty much.
That's funny.
But it would have made more sense for the dad to have been playing the ancestors, you know.
Yeah.
As opposed to Marty. Also, another thing that I wanted to mention was like, okay, they thought his name was Calvin Klein, right?
Uh-huh.
In the first one,
Because of his underwear.
because of his underwear.
Right.
But he tells them that he goes by Marty. Why would you name your son Marty still after somebody that your wife dated?
That's true. That's true. Well, I think it's because towards the end of the first one, right? They kind of see it as
He's the one that got us together.
he's the one who got us together. So
Then why not name the firstborn Marty? Because he's not the firstborn.
I didn't think of that. But who cares about the firstborn? I guess.
I guess, that was just like something that I noticed. I'm just like, why would
It's an old movie.
Yeah, I'm not picking on the movies.
Yeah.
Just something that I kind of just.
I don't know. Old movies are really good. Like what was the movie I just seen? I don't know if you ever seen it. It was one of those movies they showed us in grade school or high school. Radio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, like I can't even watch that movie anymore. Like
Too sad.
it's just like I just feel so bad
Why?
for Radio. They be beating him up and stuff like
He
that.
beat him up like once.
He be trying to eat his food. He's just there.
He only hurt him once. Oh, they beat him. They didn't beat him. Well, they beat him up. They tied him up in the shed and shit like that, throwing balls at the shed.
He's just such a good actor in that movie.
Dude, he's a great
he
fucking.
plays that like I believe it that he's actually like that. It just,
Not gonna lie.
It just makes me want to cry.
Not gonna lie. I did tear up when his mom passed.
Oh right,
Towards the
yeah.
end, I just seen it. That's why.
Oh,
and
you
then I
just
made
rewatched
Diana
it?
see it
Yeah.
at work, and she was like texting me while she was like all the sad parts. She's like, "Is this a sad one?" I'm like, "I don't think so." I'm watching. I'm like, "All right, I lied. It is a little sad," but I already showed it to her a long time ago. But it's a good movie. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
them old movies, they hit different. They really do.
They're really good. A lot of old movies are really good. I need to get back on like watching old movies and stuff like that.
So I don't know.
But yeah,
Fucking old movies.
that was a good talk. You want to do the little?
Yeah, the video.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
All right. So this is a I mean, I guess it's like a Reddit story.
Right.
This is coming from a different podcast called Two Hot Takes. This is them reading it off because I don't have the actual story right here.
Right.
This is an old clip, so.
I'm put off. I don't care what you have to say, what you have to do, where you have to go. I'm put off.
My dying wife asked me if I'd be okay if she had sex with her ex one last time. I said no.
We spoke about this the other day. Yeah.
These are the other
Can
guys
you
that
pause
are-
it?
We actually spoke about this the other day.
Yeah.
First of all, I would have said the same exact fucking thing.
No.
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 My wife, that's it. Why do you want to have sex with? I don't give a fuck if you're dying.
Yeah.
You could die an hour for all I care if you want to say shit like that.
All right.
But I go ahead.
Sure, continue.
My people haven't heard this yet, so
Cool, let's do it.
it'll be good. I can't have this tied to my mane, but I really need to say something about it and have no one I can tell. My wife has a terminal disease. She's projected to live at most 9 months. I, of course, am destroyed. We've been together for a decade. I don't remember life without her, and I don't know what I'm going to do when she's gone. I've been doing my best to make the last days of her life good and grant whatever wish I can. The doctors said that she was likely to need a wheelchair in 4 or 5 months. Then, by month 8, she'll be bedridden for the last few weeks. That's if she doesn't decline faster. Recently, she sat me down and told me that one of the things she wanted to do was have sex with a previous partner of hers. I, of course, was shocked and asked why the fuck she wants that. So basically, she thinks that her most physically compatible, most satisfying lover was him. She gave a whole monologue about how sex sometimes is just physical and how emotionally fulfilling sex is with me, but it was bullshit to get to that point. So now I'm left with this: denying my wife a wish for my own ego, or let her go fuck another man whom she feels was better. Honestly, I'm so pissed off and betrayed that she asked this of me. I feel like I'm put in a position where I have to say yes because she's dying. I know what I want to say, but I don't know if that's right. I'm so hurt that sex with an ex was apparently so good that she needs to do it once more before she dies. I just hate everything about this.
Okay. Thoughts.
Die. Fuck that. I'm sorry. There is no ego behind it. You married him. He married you.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you're dying. That's not a dying wish. That's just you wanting to bring back your whole roots.
That's just you wanting to fuck another dude.
Yeah.
Like there's no.
Just because it was better, I don't give a fuck if it was
Yeah.
better. Like, no.
Maybe I want to fuck my ex because she was better than you.
Right.
Are you okay with that? Like,
Oh, like her body was better. Is that okay? No, it's not.
honestly, I don't give a fuck if you're dying or not.
There, like I said, there's no ego.
There's.
She dead already.
Oh, she already made her decision.
She
I'm
did.
I'm sure she probably fucked him already.
Probably.
Excuse me. Now she's just asking you to see if you're okay with this so she can do it again. Because she's going to fuck him regardless.
Yeah. See, at that point, if you're asking for that, I would. If you're asking for that, I would have just said yes. And then at that point, like, oh, all the things that I'm like trying to help you do, you got it.
He can do it.
Either he could do it, you could do it.
Yeah.
I'm done. Like right now, you dead to me.
You
Fuck
said
off.
you're going to be in a wheelchair about 2 months. I can make it 2 months early.
Like
to
better
break your
yet,
legs.
better yet, I hope he fucks you into a wheelchair. I tell that to wheel you around. Ask that bitch for some money.
Because the audacity to ask me some bullshit like that.
Even though I'm taking care of
I'm
you,
doing all this. Like, yes, you may be dying, but that doesn't give you the right to just free it up for anybody.
Yeah,
No,
that is not a dying wish.
that's not a dying wish.
That's just like I said. That's your whole roots wanting to come back.
Yeah.
And you're asking for another chance to be a hoe. I guess I don't know.
And you know what? She had how do you know? Obviously, he's gonna do it, the ex. But like, how do you know that he's just gonna be willing to just fuck you or whatever? You
Right.
had to have already taken the steps necessary. He would have already had to say yes, I'm down
Yep.
to fuck you before you even went to the husband, or something's been going on the low before this. For you to just be,
I haven't thought of that. Yeah,
for
you're
you
right.
to just be comfortably asking, or already know that like I want to fuck my ex and he's gonna be down to do it.
Right. I don't know, man. That's fucked up. Emotionally, that he feels her emotionally when they have sex. That's fucked up. That means like, okay, he's not doing it right. Okay, how about you put him in the right direction to have him do it right while you're still living.
This is like the thing that we were talking about with Chino, where the other guy fucks her like a hoe, fucks her like he just fucks her,
Right.
Whereas the husband and her just they make love or
Right.
whatever, and she don't want that. She wants to get dicked
Right.
down.
Okay, I understand. The husband gives you the I love you fuck,
Right.
but sometimes you gotta you
gotta
have
give-
to
you gotta
be
do both.
Yeah, you have to do both. There's basically those spontaneous times where
Right.
it's just like bend her over the counter and just start doing it there. That is the whole kind of thing that you have to put that excitement
Yeah.
into the
Because that means that she
Marriage.
never forgot about her ex.
right.
She's been thinking about this dude the entire marriage.
Yeah.
And now that she's dying, she's using it as an excuse.
Or like how you said, she's been fucking him before, and now she's just like, well, he's not getting out he's not letting me out of his sight.
Right. So like,
So
let me
now
just see if it's
let me ask him.
right. Now that I'm dying, he's going to have to do it or
Yeah.
whatever.
Man, that's some. You die. Hope he fucks you into a coma.
I'm going to kill you.
I'm gonna kill you.
All right.
Well, what are your thoughts on this, people? Leave your
Yeah,
comments.
let us know.
Because that's some
Would you let
bullshit.
your wife fuck her ex if she was dying?
There you go. Yeah.
Or ladies, would you let your
Would you let your husband
fuck his ex if he was dying?
let us know? All right.
Because she got that wet.
She got that Glock 5000. she got that Glock twisty turny, pop it,
everything.
sick it. Pull it. All
Alright.
right. Pick your poison.
Pick your poison. I haven't read these yet, so that's.
Oh man, these are great. This is the new deck, right?
This is part of the expansion pack.
Yeah, these expansion pack are fucking great.
All right.
Go ahead.
It says poop a little bit every time you fart.
Or pee a little bit every time someone says your name. I love these. Okay,
So pretty much shart every time.
so every time you fart,
every
you
time
shit.
You shit a little bit.
Shit a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a
or
little bit.
piss yourself a little bit every time someone says your name.
Yes.
I feel like people say my name more than I fart.
And then what if somebody is just being a dick? They know that you piss yourself. Like, Danny. You just like fucking leaking yourself. Damn, that's a pretty hard one. This is like actual. No,
Excuse me.
I'll do the fart one.
I think I'm going with the fart one.
Yeah.
Because I don't fart that often, you know?
And if I do, I could just go to the toilet.
Yeah.
Shit.
Because I can feel when the fart's coming out. I'll just go to the toilet.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going with that one.
we'll
Because
fart.
I can't be introducing myself to people.
I'm
then
Danny.
I'm like, oh, Danny, is it? Yeah.
You're not
Am I
coming, dude.
none,
You're not.
dude? Why'd you
You
did that.
I did the. Like, you ever piss and just be like, ah, that feels
I
good.
did, but not.
You did the.
I don't think that was me, but
That was you.
I guess I'll find out when I rewatch it. All right. Man, this was long.
But it's good.
All right. Do everything you can to convince everyone in your life that you have cancer. After a year, tell them you were faking it.
Shit. Or be required to kill one person per year, or you must kill yourself.
Damn.
Dude, I love these. These are awesome.
I don't have to know the person, do I?
No, you just got to kill one person a year.
One person a year? Or convince everyone in my life that I have cancer.
And then say, just kidding.
Like, April Fool.
JK, lol.
Like, I'm just fucking with you. I just fucking with you.
After a whole year. you're
Don't
just-
cry.
Or you could be like, don't cry. I'm just gonna kill you. You don't look. You don't have to. You won't feel nothing. Don't cry.
Now, see, with the killing one, I could murder like pedophiles or something.
Yes.
You know,
Actually, I didn't think of that.
I just have
You
to
could kill
find
people. You just gotta kill someone and get rid of them from this world that are not good for this world.
Yeah, you know, I don't have to murder some innocent
You
fella
right.
or whatever.
You're right. Because it says be required to kill one person per year.
Because of this one, I gotta tell my parents. I gotta tell my parents. I gotta tell my grandparents. I gotta convince
Got to convince everyone
in my life
for a whole year.
for a year.
And then right when you're like, you shave your head and be like, I had to do it because my hair was falling off.
I'm like,
Nah, I'm just
JK.
playing. I yoking.
I just fuck with you. I don't even worry about it.
I
Year
think-
later,
okay.
I actually have cancer,
Damn.
and then no
Shit.
one believes me after that.
Let me knock on wood. Okay, so with you saying that you could kill pedophiles, I'm down for
I
it.
think I'm going with the.
I'm gonna do the killing.
I'm gonna have to kill somebody every year. You know?
One more,
Yeah, let's do one more.
because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We still have 4 to choose from. So let's shuffle the little cards. All right.
All right. So let's draw a penis between your first and last name every time you write your name.
Or be able to have sex if a family member is watching. Only be able to have sex if a family member is watching.
You know, I don't write my name that often.
But when you go for anything, you have to put a little dick between your names.
So like,
Vain. There you go.
little pews right there. Just keep-
You start getting creative with this.
Like on was it Super Bad?
Super bad
When
one.
he starts drawing all
It's
the
like,
dicks.
I can't eat dick shape. I can't eat anything that's dick shape. You know how many things are dick shape? A lot of good things.
I think I'm going with the drawing the penis.
Okay. I'll do the drawing with the penis
Are
because
you?
I don't want to have sex. I don't want my family to watch me have sex and judge me and shit. Let's do one more.
One more? All right.
One more.
All right.
Go ahead.
Experience the pain of childbirth every time you poop. Take a different one.
Yeah. Have your doppelganger become the world's most famous porn star.
Damn.
So either have your family be like,
Like,
Are
is
you
that
doing
you?
porn?
Are you doing porn?
would you ask them like, wait, what? Hold on, you watching porn?
That's yeah.
And
Okay.
how long did you watch? My first question is
Because as soon as you saw that it looked like me, why'd you keep watching?
like, you know everything that's going on now. You see the asshole cheeks and shit.
Right.
Or what was it? What was it?
Experience the pain of childbirth every time you poop.
I would have a fucking famous doppelganger.
I think I'm going with that too.
Yeah.
You know, what was that episode of How I Met Your Mother where Ted Mosby was a porn star,
Was
but it was actually
yeah.
the other guy?
Yeah. It was it was that one. What was her name?
Oh, the stripper or which one?
No, it's that stripper Lily, mustache,
A mustache
Marshall.
Marshall. Yeah.
Uh,
Now the Ted Mosby porn star wasn't a doppelganger. He was just using his name. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was just using his name, but they did find a Ted Mosby.
Did they? I don't remember them finding his doppelganger.
Yeah, they found his doppelganger. The only one they didn't find was Barney's, because Barney was like,
No, they did find him because he was the doctor.
was it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he was the doctor when Lily and Marshall were pregnant, I think. Because they thought it was him. And they pulled his beard or whatever, and then they had them both be in the same room.
Oh shit! Damn, I don't know. And we're watching it right now. Too.
Are you watching
yeah.
it right now? Yeah.
Damn. I don't know why I forgot her name.
Robin?
Robin. There you go. I don't know why I was saying Raven.
I don't think they ever found Robin.
They did. Remember, she was
they?
a tomboy.
Right.
They saw her walking and spit all nasty with the
Yeah.
mullet. Yeah.
I don't.
Ted was the wrestler.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I remember.
How I Met Your Mother facts.
All right. Great show.
It's a great fucking show. That shit's still so funny.
All right. End it here.
Yeah, let's end it here. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
All right. Well, we're going to cut it here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening.
Please like, share,
Yeah.
subscribe, all that.
Oh,
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Yeah.
Yeah, subscribe and all that.
All that.
Please.
Follow us on all the socials and stuff like that. Share the episode if you liked it. Let us know anything.
Yeah.
We got a couple constructive comments on the TikTok, which I
Yeah.
appreciated.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, well, but before we leave, so we were having that conversation about the why we wear our brands and all that.
Oh,
the
yeah.
workout brands or whatever brands we wear. Awesomely, that
yeah.
you tagged Axe and Sledge, and they actually commented back for
Yeah.
us,
That was really cool.
saying that they appreciate the support.
Yeah.
By
So,
all means, we appreciate
shout
your
out to
guys'
them.
support.
Yeah.
I'm about to order some shit later on from their company.
Today.
Yeah, they brought out a new fat burner, different look, new capsules, different formula, shit like that. And I'm gonna order one of their peanut butter and honey protein.
Okay.
Sounds fucking delicious.
Yeah. All
So
right.
I'm like, I'm fair game. They haven't they had it out of stock for a while, so now they just restocked.
Oh, so you're going to buy it?
Yeah, and then I don't know if you want it for hydration. It's called Hydraulics. They have the blue icy and red icy.
Like frozen? Or
The flavor.
oh, okay. They meant like
You
like
could freeze it
popsicles
if you
and shit
no
like
if you want to freeze it, but like the icy flavor from
Uh-huh.
like when you go to 7-Eleven or something like that.
Oh, cool.
They have those two flavors. I might order one of them, so that's pretty fucking cool.
cool.
So that's why I support them, because they're fucking. They give you the flavors from your fat kid at heart. So
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that was cool. Wasn't expecting them to comment or anything because I'm sure a lot of people tag them in a lot,
A lot of
shit,
stuff.
like that. So
Yeah.
whoever's running their social media, shout out to them
Yeah.
because they were pretty quick with it too.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
But all right, we'll leave it there. Thank you guys, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Yes, sir. Love you
Bye.
guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.